Good morning, everyone. We've just got back from the doctors. I know I'm later than what I normally what I normally am. Let's just put it that way. So, oh, thank you. I didn't have a chance to have any toast. We've got one watching. So hello to the one watching. The camera's a bit skewy. Sorry about that. So yes, hello to the one watching. So just having a coffee and just to let everyone know we've been back to the doctors with Callum. So I'll wait for a few people coming in to relay what the doctor has said. So we've got no one chatting at the moment. We've got two watching.
I'll in a minute.
Oh, I was just going to say, are you one of the two, Mr. P?
I am. I'm just scared. Well, when it wants to.
It actually let me share it to Facebook today.
I was letting me share it on the...
In the group. So hello to the two watching. 3 watching now. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Hi, Biggies, how are you? Yeah, I didn't know whether I was gonna be able to go live. Here I am, later than what? Hey, Karate Joe. He says, I hope Mr. P stinks at making tea. It's a good job we drink coffee then, isn't it?
Aha, that screwed you up then, I think.
How are... I'm okay. It's not me that's been to the doctors. We've had to go back with his son. It's an ongoing thing. 2 weeks ago on Sunday, he woke up and all his neck was swollen. So we've had to go back with him because it's not getting any better. He's had 2 lots of antibiotics. So yeah, somebody left and somebody come right in. So yeah, we've been concerned about it, let's just say. So the doctor that he initially seen is off for 2 weeks, so we went to see another doctor. But the one thing I can say about the doctor that we've seen today, she was a lot more thorough than what the other one was. So he has had a blood test. So we're down to the 2 again. Because I'm normally live before now. Probably a lot of people think I don't think I'm going live. I did post in. Yeah, he's got to go for an ultrasound. I'm glad you're doing okay. Hi, Emma, how are you? Yes, we've been back to the doctors with Callum today. She was very thorough. She seems to think it's his lymph node gland, whatever. Because she had him on the bed and she was feeling under his armpits and in his groin and everywhere, because that's where your lymph nodes are. And she did actually do a blood test. He's had a blood test today. And she said to us, oh, I got the receptionist to look upon the system, and he has actually got an appointment on the 16th for the ultrasound thing on his neck. Hi, Ruby, how are you? Lo and behold, when we got back, he got the letter. And it's 8:15 in the morning. And it's day after they start back to school. So, as we've said, it's like the hospital that's relatively close to us. We can take him there at 8:15, have his scan, and then drop him back off at school. So she said that the blood test results should be back today. So she says if nobody rings you by the end of today, and they haven't rung you by Monday, I've got to ring her. So same as I said. I mean, we have been worried about it. We have been really worried about it. Same as we've said, a 16-year-old lad shouldn't be having a swelling in his neck. And she actually measured it with a tape measure. And she says, well, looking at the initial measurements that the first doctor did, she says, I don't want to worry you. She says, but it's got bigger. I thought, don't want to worry us. You know what I mean? What you're gonna do when she tells you it's got bigger? You're bound to worry, aren't you? So yeah, that's sort of the update at the moment. He's had a blood test. Thank you, Ruby. I do appreciate it. But same as I've had this conversation with Bella. Same as she says, you're a mum, you're bound to worry, and think. How can I put it? My thoughts were, he's had this 2 weeks. They don't seem to be doing anything about it. But same as Bella says, you're in mum mode. You know what I mean? You're in mum mode. You know, that's how a mum thinks. But yeah, I like the doctor that he's seen today because she is very thorough. Like shone a light in his ears and down his throat, and got him to pull his chair out and have a right good feel at it, and got him lay on the bed and felt at his stomach and felt felt under his arms and in his groin. And I think that's why yeah, Chris says she's a good doctor. She's a very thorough doctor, and Ruby says that's right. Yeah, and same as Bella says, you're in mum mode. You're not sort of thinking rationally. You're in a panic mum mode, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean, but we were hoping that he'd have this scan while they were off school, but obviously it's the day after they start back. But oh, I wondered what that were. I thought you were clapping. But yeah, it's same as I said. It's just got to take the letter in the day that they start back and say, well, look, I've got this appointment tomorrow at hospital. So it's same as I said. I'm his mum. You do like panic when these things happen. You don't sort of think rationally, let's just say. You go into panic mode. He's 16, he shouldn't have this big swelling on his neck. I mean, I might be panicking for nothing. It's actually a week on Tuesday. I think it's a week on Tuesday. Ruby's just worked out that you're Pixie.
Are you the Pixie chap?
Yes, he is.
Hi, B.
Yes, he is. Ruby has changed his channel name. So, but yeah, it's like a worry because, you know, we've got wait another week for this ultrasound, and you know, it's worrying because they've took bloods and it's thinking what the result of these. You know what I mean? It's all worry. But that's what I thought, Emma. You see, that was the whole point of like taking him to the doctors. We hadn't had no, you know, I said to her, we hadn't had no scan date. You know, it's been 2 weeks. You're saying it's got bigger. So from my point of view, I've said, you know, why aren't you doing something about it? And same as I said to Chris as soon as we've come out, I would have thought she'd have sent him there and then and said, well, you know, I'll ring hospital up. Surely they can fit him in for like a 2-minute scan. You know what I mean? But it's just the not knowing, the waiting, and the worrying. Hi, Carolyn, how are you? It says, are you? She says, are you hiding from the law?
I am.
So yeah, you know, it's just a worry, you know, and same as Emma says, that's what us mums do. But it's the feeling of helplessness and not knowing what it is and not being able to do anything. Who would make a pun like that? But you see, even Callum's sort of like, even Callum's like questioning, oh, I think it could be a pulled muscle, or it could be this, or they've even got him questioning what it is now. You know what I mean?
Got a little bit bigger.
It's not got a lot bigger, but same as I say, initially when we went to see the doctor last week, she'd sort of felt it, and she must have put in the notes it's approximately this big. Well, she actually measured it today with a tape measure, and that's when she said to us, it's from when he went to see Dr. Gilroy, which is the name, sorry if I'm dropping names here. She says, from my calculations, she says, it's got bigger. So she didn't say how much bigger, but you got Callum thinking that it's going down for her to tell him that it's got bigger. And it's like this morning. I mean, he's upstairs at the moment. I hope he's not watching. But I was talking to Bella and I just broke down because I've been that worried about it. Yeah, well, this is it, Ruby. It's the not knowing and the waiting that's doing me. I mean, I worry anyway. I worried about Emma last week when she was having her operation. I worry about Bella. You know, I worry about all my friends when they're going through something.
Caroline says, what is getting bigger?
Yeah, she says, did you see the new YouTube guidelines about live streaming on your mobile device? You need. Well, I've got 1K anyway, so it don't make no difference to me. Well, what it is, it's 2 weeks on Sunday, Carolyn. He got up and he says, my neck's swelling. Nah, it's here in his neck, and it's like a big lump in his neck. Now, we went to the doctor's first off last Wednesday. She gave him a course of fluoxetine, which is an antibiotic. So she says, I want to see him on Friday. So we went back Friday. And she gave him another 500 thing of antibiotics. I'll tell you what they were called. It's actually finished them now. Coamoxiclav or something. The second lot. Coamoxiclav. Well, anyway, that was the second, and all the antibiotics is done now. So yeah, and we couldn't see any improvement. And obviously, because we're worried about that, I says, right, that's it. I'm getting him back in the doctors. We hadn't had no scan data or anything. She wants him to go for an ultrasound. And I think the doctor today thinks it's his lymph glands or his lymph nodes, because she got him on the examination bed and she felt under his arms and in his groin. Well, that's where your lymph nodes are. So I think she was thinking on them, on that sort of thing. But a 16-year-old lad shouldn't be having problems with his lymph nodes. So we've been worried sick about it because we don't know. We don't know what it is. Thank you.
Welcome.
So, another thing, I had a package come yesterday. Now, I won this giveaway weeks ago, and I did say I was going to wear it today, but obviously we're taking Callum to the doctors, and this is just to cheer people up. My God mask arrived. So yes, I did say I was going to wear it, but show everybody my God mask. With I say, well, this going off with Callum, I just hadn't had time to, it actually came yesterday. So I'm still here cleaning up, listening to you. But yes, I did. My God mask did come yesterday. I did tell God the good one that I was going to wear it today, but obviously other things, happened. So, but I will try and, I will try and get it worn probably Monday, or we'll see. But it's just a case of I just haven't had time. So that's about the top and bottom of it. It's just a case of waiting and seeing now. As everybody knows, I mean, I've yeah. Well, it's Friday this time. Anyway, what it is, as Chris has just said, it's a difficult week for me next week. On Wednesday, it's 9 years since my stepdad passed away. And on Thursday, it's 2 years since my mum passed away. So it's going to be a bit of a difficult week for me next week. It was difficult on Sunday with it being Mother's Day here in the UK. So, just bear with me, and I might not be my usual self. And we did say, now we've got the car, because you see, there's a place called Skegness in the UK, and that's where my stepdad and my mum, we scattered their ashes. So we on about going out for the day to Skegness next Thursday, with it being the anniversary of my mum's passing, and we're going to put some flowers. So we went about just going for a day, just pay his respects, put some flowers, So and everything that's going off with Callum, it's it's all adding up. It's all like adding stress to me. Some fish and chips. But yeah, we're gonna, now we've got the car, we're gonna go. It's only like it's about 2.5 hours. Hey, we could.
What? Skate?
Yeah, we could pop in and see George. He's at Newark.
Oh.
So, yeah. So it's all right. I'm just thinking out loud because, and congratulations to Magnetic G. He's reached 1,000 subscribers.
Yay!
So congratulations to him. And I know Baz or Bella are in, but it's Baz Burton's birthday today. So happy birthday to Baz if you're watching. Yes, I've spoke to Bella because she wanted to know how we got on at the doctor. So I rang her and I says, wish him happy birthday. Is he there? Blah, blah, blah. She says, no, he's still in bed. So anyway. So yeah, George, hi Kieran, how are you? So yeah, we're just tuning in, we've been back to the doctors with Callum. So he's got his scan date, which is the 16th of April, which is a week on Tuesday. And she's done some bloods this morning, so yeah, but we're still not any the wiser. So I think she thinks it's his gutting
can't do live anymore.
Why?
Because what Caroline said, that you've got to have 1K subscribers before you can go live.
No, that's on your phone.
Oh.
I think it's on mobile devices. Until Go Guy Static Kit. What?
What's that mean?
Explain that. Yeah, well, Carolyn did say something earlier on, and she says it's only like you can't go live on your mobile devices, but you've got
rubbish, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah, phones. You see, me and Chris are all right because we're both above 1K. Oh, thank you, Emma. Same as I say. I'm a sort of person that don't like to burden my friends with. Same as I said to Bella this morning. Bella's had a lot going off. You've had a lot going off. You've had the operation, and Bella says, "Oh, don't be stupid. You know that's what friends are for." You know, and it's the first time this morning. Only people that are not above 1K. Oh, that's a bit silly. I mean, if you're allowed to go live, let's say, because I'm using a laptop, so you can go live via a laptop, but not your phone. It doesn't affect me, but a lot of well, you see, a lot of people don't have like a laptop or a PC, and they go live via their phone. Yeah, she's not just one. She's my best friend, Carolyn. You know, and it's like I sat there this morning talking to her, and that's the first time I broke down about it. And she says, "You should have rung me." She says, "If that's how you were feeling." And I'm sort of person. Bella's had a lot going off. Emma's had a lot going off, and our class, Bella and Emma, as two of my best friends. And I feel, you know, I says to Bella this morning, "You've had enough going off. Emma's had enough going off, and I'm sort of person that don't like to burden people when they've got things going off in their lives." But it, you know, Android with less than 1,000 sub goes. Your channel does not meet our update eligibility requirements for mobile live streaming. You can still stream with your webcam, but you see, that's it. You know, unless you broadcast from a PC or from a webcam, you know, like a laptop, which is what I'm doing. But I'm okay because I'm not over 1,000 anyway. So, you know, and the sort of my outlook is, I don't like to burden people that have already got a lot going off with my problems. I am up to a point, Ruby. I am up to a point. I am a strong woman, and it's like, same as I says to Bella, I've tried not to show the worry in front of Callum because that'll only stress him out, you know. And it's the case of you have to keep it inside. You know, you have to keep it inside for the sake of Callum, so as you're not upsetting him. And I says to Bella, I says, I've kept it in that long. It was the first time I'd broke down this morning. You know what I mean? It was the first time I'd broke down, and Callum were in the bath, and he come down and he says, "Oh, have you been crying?" I went, "Yeah, I've just, you know." And Bella says, "Oh, it was something I said, Callum. You know what I mean?" She sort of tried to, you know, play it off. I try not to get upset in front of him, but it is worrying. He's a 16-year-old lad. But it's just a case now of waiting and seeing what these blood tests say, whether they come up with anything, and then there's a scan next week. So, but you know, it's a case of the worry in between times. Well, you see, that's the thing, Kieran. I mean, our doctors are pretty good, and normally you'll ring up and it's like they have a triage system, and normally you'll ring up and they'll say, "Hi, Paul. You know, they'll say, well, doctor will ring you back." But this morning, basically, I rang up and she gave me an appointment straight away. Yeah, yeah. I've tried to be strong, Ruby. I will. I've tried to be strong, but it is worrying when it's your child. You know, and I think deep down, I think Callum's worried about it, and he keeps saying, "Oh, it's probably just a pulled muscle, or it's so, you know, it's this." And I keep saying, "Well, it's a lot of what ifs, Callum. You know what I mean?" You know, it's the not knowing. Sorry, I didn't get to your live stream this morning. It's been a bit of an hectic morning because we've been back to the doctors with Callum. So Chris did say he'd popped in. I says, I don't know whether he said hi from me or not, but anyway, same as I say, you know, I've been in the bath and Callum went in the bath, and I woke him up and I says, you know, get up out of your bed, you know. Well, I've made you an appointment at doctor's at 9:45, and so I went in the bedroom to get dressed and still no action. So I shouted, "Callum, are you getting up?" He says he didn't hear me come in, but hey ho. It's like Chris, he could, you know, like literally sleep through an earthquake.
I've done.
Yeah, he has done before. So, you know, it takes a bit of time coming round, like Chris does. You know, Chris is one of these in the morning, you know, "Don't talk to me, don't say anything. You know, I've got to have my coffee first and wait for me to come round a little bit, and then you can talk to me."
2 coffees, 20 fags, I'm sorted.
So, but same as we've said as well, Emma, it's been a godsend that we've got the car now. So yeah, I mean this, and then on top of everything else, it's the anniversary of my stepdad's death next Wednesday. It's been 9 years since he passed away. Actually, I've got some tins of old photographs. He don't do mornings either. Yeah, I mean, I bought some matching pajamas actually, Paul. Grumpy bears in the morning, and I bought them matching pajamas. So, you know, it's like two peas in a pod with Chris and Callum. They're like two peas in a pod. They don't just look alike. I'm one of these. I hear a pigeon fart, and that's it. I'm awake. You know what I mean? I'm a very light sleeper. It's all right. Chris is laughing because I said I hear a pigeon fart, and that's it. I'm awake. But yeah, I'm one of these. Is if something wakes me up, then I'm sort of like staring at ceiling, and that's why I come down in the mornings in early hours sometimes, because I don't lay in bed tossing and turning. Hiya, Glyn, how are you?
Hello, Glyn, lad.
You know, I am a very light sleeper. And so long as they don't follow through on the car, that's the main thing. But I have to laugh because there's this particular bird, and I don't know what sort of bird it is because it sounds like an alarm or an alarm clock. Yeah, Chris is exactly the same. I mean, when we lived in Great Yarmouth, we had like a mini earthquake, and it were about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up, and we lived in a flat at the time, and I'm there, and I could feel it like moving. So we get up the next morning, and I says to Chris, I said, "Did you feel that?" You know, we sort of heard it on the news that there'd been sort of like a tremor and an earthquake. Hey, Dennis. So yeah, I next morning when we got up, I said to him, "Did you feel that?" I said, "Whole thing was it was like literally you could feel the building moving like that." I went, "No." So we found out later it was like a mini earthquake, and Callum slept through it as well. You know, and same as I said, if we had a proper earthquake, Callum and Chris would be there in ruins at building, still fast asleep. So yeah, you know, and it's one of these cases I always say, Chris and Callum could sleep on a line prop. But you know, it's you're either a heavy sleeper or you're not. You know, you're either one or other, and I'm other. Where same as I say, I'm a very light sleeper.
I can move my leg and she'll back me one because I walk her up.
So yes, we are going to Skeggy next Thursday because it's the anniversary of my mum's passing. We did scatter her ashes at Skegness in the sea, and we did scatter stepdad's ashes in the sea. So we're just going there to oh, that's nice, Emma, and I do appreciate it. Hiya, Vanessa, how are you? But the only thing I've got to say about that, Emma, is when it affects my friends, especially my best friends, you know, I'm a worrier, and that's what I do. And I've always said, you know, it's like Bella said to me this morning, if you're ever worried, if you're ever feeling down, if you're ever feeling stressed out, just call me. And I'm sort of person that I'm thinking, well, that person's got enough on the plate without me adding to the worries. But that's how I am. You know, I worry about other people, but I don't like to burden people with my stresses and worry. You know, one thing I will say is like Chris, you know, I'd be lost without Chris. In all honesty, he's the one that reassures me, and he'll say everything's going to be all right. You know, I know you're worried. I know you're worried about Callum. But everything's going to be all right.
Go on, bitches. You know.
Sorry about this. I've been trying to stay strong. But at the end of the day, the same as we've said, this is baby. And when something like you do worry about your kids. And this same as Ruby said earlier on, you're strong, but you have your limits, if you know what I mean. I've tried to stay strong for Callum's sake, but it does worry you when it's your kids. So, but I think basically what it is, the events of the past few weeks, like his mum having a mini heart attack, and then all this with Callum. I think it's just sort of, it's hit me like a ton of bricks. Let's just say it's hit me like a ton of bricks. You know what I mean? We've had the stress of his mum having the heart attack and worrying about her, and then on top of that, all this worry about Callum, and I have got my own health issues on top of that. But you try to like push them to the side. You know what I mean? And think, well, you try and like push your own health issues. It don't matter about me, sort of thing. We've got to get Callum sorted, and his mum better, and I mean, we ain't got to worry about so much about his mum because she's on the mend, and it's just it just seems like you get a sort of thing where everything descends on you all at once, if you know what I mean. And it's like a build up, so to speak. I've tried to be strong for Chris because he's got enough to worry about his mum, and you do try to be strong, but then same as Ruby says, you get to a certain point where it's yeah, same as we've said. I mean, I made the suggestion to Chris because it's same as I say, it's 9 years since my stepdad passed away on Wednesday, and it's 2 years on Thursday since my mum passed away. And same as I said, both their ashes are scattered at Skegness in a certain spot in the sea. So same as we said, it'd be good now we've got the car to go out and about, and so I made the suggestion, should we go to Skeggy just for the day, just um Callum's off school anyway, so I mean we've not got to rush back for Callum getting home from school or anything, so just go out, just have a drive out there, and just get out, same as Chris says, just get out and about. It'll be good to Yeah, I just heard him as well. But I mean, when all said and done, actually in himself, he don't feel ill in himself. He's eating all right. Because she said to him, "Are you eating and drinking all right?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then when she sort of mentioned this blood test, I think he's only ever had one blood test before, and he's 16 now. So we sort of had to go wait in the waiting room for the nurse shouting us into, Chris didn't come in, obviously, because he's needle phobic. So he says, "I'm not being funny," he says, "but I'm not coming in with you." So Chris stayed in the waiting room. I went in with Callum, but we sort of like, "It don't hurt, Callum. It's just initial, like, it might hurt a little bit when needles going in." And we tried to explain to him what they were going to do, and it's all right once you sort of explain and what's going to happen. You know what I mean? And they were fine. And that particular nurse is quite good. She says, "Oh, I'm going to put you," like when they put the tourniquet on. She says, "I'm just going to put this on your arm," she says, and I have to pull it. I'm just going to put this tourniquet on your arm. It might feel a bit weird, because I have to pull it tight, in order to. Yeah, I'm saying I've got to go on Monday to have my B12 injection, and I mean, I make them laugh because I'm always going for blood tests, and I have to have my B12 every 3 months, well, every 12 weeks. And I make them laugh because I turn round to them and I say, "Well, in my lifetime," I says, "I've had more prick than a second-hand dartboard."
Oh, stop it that.
I always make a joke of it, I've had, I'm not difficult to get blood out of. Over the years, they've tried to get it out my neck, out my foot, out my leg, everywhere, everywhere conceivable. They've tried to take blood because, and I forgot all about it. I even had a blood test at the hospital when I went on. What day did I go? Wednesday. Yeah. I even had a blood test at the hospital. Now, the reason for the visit to the hospital was it's like just to outpatients because of my bariatric surgery. So the good news is that they've discharged me. And she says, "Well, being as this is your last visit, I'll, just go and take a ticket because the thing where you go for blood is in the same waiting area. Just go and take a ticket and we'll do you some blood." But you see, I found, like, the nurse that Callum's been to see today. I mean, I come out of there once and I've got about 5 plasters all over me and she couldn't get it. Now, a trained phlebotomist can get it first time. So if they're trained phlebotomist and they know where they're looking and what they're looking for, I'm okay. So, like when I went on Wednesday and I went for the blood test, boom, straight in, first time. But same as I said, I made a joke about it and I says, "Well, my blood must be like liquid gold. I don't give it up easy." So yeah. But she got Callum's first time, so which is good. Hate to think her keep jabbing him and whatever. I mean, it's stressful enough having blood stuck without you keep poking around trying to find a vein. So and she did say, "Hey, cheery giggles." I were only saying that she put a comment on one of the things that says, "Where you been? Ain't seen you in a long while." Yeah. Oh dear. It's Callum that's um it's Callum is a couple of weeks ago he had a like all his neck swollen. Now today has been the third time he's been to the doctor. She gave him 2 lots of antibiotics. Um Thought his glands were swollen up, but the antibiotics have done nothing. So we took him back again today, and she measured it, and she says it's actually got bigger. So he's got to go for an ultrasound on it on the 16th, which is a week on Tuesday, and took some bloods from him today. So yeah, and if you're wondering, Cheery, just drones and cameras is Pixie.
Hey.
Chris, he's just changed his channel name. So so yeah, so it's just waiting now to see what happens with blood tests. It's bigger than a golf ball size, actually, Cheery. It's like all here, like, and it's like sticking out as well.
Yeah. Does it smell like golf ball size?
I've just said, yeah, it's actually bigger than a golf ball size.
Mm.
So she actually did measure it today. It were a different doctor that we saw today than we saw last week. And from the initial consultation, when we went back today, she measured it and she says, it's grown, it's got bigger. So, well, you see, that's the thing with me. My veins are hidden, the deep veins, if you know what I mean. I'm very hard to get blood out of, and same as Chris says, it's like trying to get blood out of a stone. So, but my veins aren't very good at all. Same as I say, through the years, I've had it all attempted to get out of all different places, in my neck, even my hand, even my hands, in my leg, in my foot, you know. It's all right, that is not worthy, is a running joke. I mean, I'm not explaining it on here, but you know, it's a long story. Well, you see, the thing is I've 2 lots of antibiotics, Cheery. 2 lots of 500 micrograms, and they've not done nothing. He's got to go for an ultrasound on it, which obviously is just like thing on his neck. She has actually done some blood tests today and said we should have the results later on. So the next thing that we've got to do is take him for this ultrasound on his neck. But I think she thinks it's his lymph nodes or his lymph glands, because she had him out on the bed and she felt under his arms and in his groin, which is where your lymph nodes are. I think just to check that he hadn't got a swelling anywhere else. So yeah, so she was very thorough about it.
She's a good doctor, though,
yeah, she's a very good doctor. She was a lot more thorough today than the other doctor was, like twice last week. We've already got the new car. We had it last Wednesday, Ruby. We got it.
On the video, yeah.
Yeah, we got the car last Wednesday. So that's been a godsend. You know, we're the to and froing back to the doctors with Callum. So no, he only had the blood. I mean, his appointment were at 10:15 our time. I mean, it's 5 to 12 now. But she said because, you know, they took the blood test early, she should have the results back today. Now, she did say, if you don't hear from me today, and you know, you haven't heard anything by Monday, just give me a ring. She's a lovely doctor. She's a lovely doctor. And very thorough. So it's just a case now of waiting for the blood test results to come back. He's got the ultrasound a week on Tuesday, so it's just waiting for that as well. So same as I say, I'm all right if I go to a professional phlebotomist. You know, they usually get it the first time then, but anybody else and
Oh, that's not right.
wow, what were you going to do?
A little car symbol, but I wanted it in black.
Oh, yeah, he says he's going to do a video on the car. It's just, what we toing and froing to the doctors and everything else. It just hasn't had the time to do it.
Hey, good.
I'll look it up. Glad you got it. Does it seem a notable? Yeah, she measured it today and she says it's got bigger from his initial consultation with the doctor last week. She actually got the tape measure out and measured it. She even shone a light on it to see whether it were, I suppose, to see whether she could see the light through it, But she didn't say whether or not she just shone the light on it, so she didn't sort of actually tell us. But yeah, from our point of view, it's just the not knowing. It's just the not knowing. Same as I says to her, a lad of his age shouldn't be having, I mean, he's only 16, because she asked how old he were, and he says, well, I turned 16 in November. So he's like nearly 16 and a half. So, I think she were thinking. But you see, I mean, I did say to her, Kieran, I says, well, what's your opinion of it? And she just said, well, basically, I agree with what the other doctor said. It's a gland. It's just the fact that, it's got bigger. So it's just a case now. We've got to wait and see results of these blood tests, etc. So it's just a case of waiting and seeing, really, now. But that don't stop you worrying.
How come she's done a red, red underscore car, yeah, instead of that blue?
Yeah, it does say red when you hover over it. I don't know. We don't do blue. We don't do blue at all. So, yeah, it says they will hide until they know for sure. It's so they don't get sued for saying something else. So they have to if you ask. Life always throws us a curveball. He will be fine, as I remember being freaked out about mine. It means, and he's like, yeah, that's what we initially said. We said it could really do with him intravenously. But he's had 2 lots and they've not done a thing at all. Yeah, if you're part of the group, don't forget to vote on the video of the week. Everybody is on 1 vote at the moment.
Can't have 4 winners.
I think there's more. There's me, there's you, Emma, Kieran, Glyn. think there's 5 all on one. Hiya, fat boy, how are you?
Hey, that's part of it.
Yeah.
There is.
So yeah, I mean that's sort of where we're at the moment. The not knowing is horrible.
3, 4, 5 altogether.
I said there were 5. Same as I say, it's like seems like everything's come at once. You know, his mum had a mild heart attack. Let's boogie. So you know, it seems like everything descends on you all at once. His mum had a mild heart attack last week. Then this worry about Callum with his neck and everything. So you know, it's dancing on the ceiling.
Worried fat boy, that is Pixie, that's me.
Yeah, just drones and cameras is Pixie, by the way. Chris, Pixie. Chris's mum. She had a mild heart attack last week. She was in the hospital till Friday. She had to have 2 stents fitted. So, but she's at home now. She's recuperating, and the car is absolutely fantastic. It's been a godsend.
Bit of petrol does a lot.
So
I think it's time for another.
I ain't drunk this one yet.
God, you've had the hours.
I know. I've been otherwise.
I'll let me send one then.
I need toilet and all. But with me being on my own, Mr. P might have to come and take over for a minute or 2 while I visit the little girl's room. Yes. He's changed his channel name. Yeah, he thought long and hard about it and thought, well, I mostly do the drone videos, pictures and everything. All right, I'm having a dizzy spell again. I don't know whether it's stress and worry and everything. I keep having these dizzy spells. Baby,
huh?
Just come and take over a minute.
Huh?
Just take over a minute.
Oh, you need it for a wee wee.
Yeah, I've gone all dizzy again. Mr. P's going to take over a minute.
Good steady, lads. Hey? You got all funny? Hey, up! Hey, I can't see chat. How are we? Yes, it's about just drones and cameras. Filling in for Mrs. P. She's got a little girl. Have a lie down, yeah. She'll have a lie down in a bit. WrestleMania, how are you going on? I'm just filling in for Mrs. P. She's just gone to the labby. She's having a little wee wee. So I'll give everybody that bit of useful information. No worries, Jerry. I might go live sometime this week. I don't know yet. It all depends. So what I wanted to do is, when the weather's nice, is go live while I'm out. So you can see what I'm filming with a drone. So that'd be good. Not just with a drone going live, but actually on a mobile phone and that when I'm out and about. So we shall see what happens. Let's pull this a bit closer and I can see a bit better. There we go. Now, good, I can still see the chat. We still need to go and do the old opticians as well, because all his eyes is falling about. Food Forest! Good morning, Jeanette Picker. Yes, she's just into the little girl's room. Question 4, we'll get your top out. We will go to the ball and boogie. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Is it okay? Yeah, she has these little dizzy spells. She needs to get checked out. But yeah, she's all right. Went China, came back, and had a sex change. Yeah, just changed altogether. So, Fat Boy, good morning. My friend says Food Forest. Everybody say hello. How are you, Food Forest? You all right? Yeah, so like I said, we've been to the doctors with callum this morning. And if you didn't know, Food Forest, he's got a lump on his back of his neck. And they seem to think it's on the side of his neck. Sorry, they seem to think it's his lymph nodes. So he's got to. He's had some blood tests this morning, and he's also going to the hospital on the 16th of this month to have a scan on his neck to find out exactly what it is. So we shall see what's what. But he's all right with himself. He's all right. I hope we're good looking it. I know. Cheeky little kid. All right then, Grandad. How are you, mate? I've been out filming. I've just been chilling. I'm thinking about going out today, but it's a bit windy for Spark at the moment. But we shall see. So I may go live this afternoon, but I don't know yet. We'll see. Use my big old microphone, which is down there, down yonder somewhere. 28 quid off eBay. It's got a big massive thing. It's on a long arm. I should have set it up for here for Mrs. P to use, but hey ho. I'm writing music today. Oh, cool. If it's any good, I might use it in the next draw video. You never know, whatever that may be. I'm hoping it's going to be today, but it's not looking good. What sort of music are you writing, Dennis? My last draw video that I put up yesterday is where you go on your video manager and you look at your views and everything. That gives you true reflection of how many views you've got. So when you go just onto your channel to look at the views, and when I look at my views, my last one's got nearly 200. It's only 3 away off 200 views, which I'm absolutely chuffed about. But the one before that has got 428 views. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Sparky's getting good views. You need 1,000 friends to live stream on mobile now. Yeah, it's already been said that this morning. I think it was Cherry Giggles that mentioned it, I think. Or it might be somebody else. But yeah, 1,000 views. It's stupid. They're letting you go live on a computer or a laptop, but not a mobile. Why? Because people like going outside and live streaming, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. It's more, yeah, I think more changes will come later on, and yeah, more than likely they'll probably do it. So, unless you've got 1,000 supporters, you can't go live on your computer because it makes sense. It doesn't make sense not letting you go live on a mobile than it does going live on your computer. You know what I mean? Why don't just do both? Has YouTube Buddy helped? Has YouTube Buddy helped? What? What's that mean? Too Buddy, you mean? I don't know. He's not really writing music. Chris is being my bitch and wearing heels and doing his chore. Photos, I told you, get photos and videos so we can blackmail him. Control at a disaster that everyone will see, yeah. Some have said it because of what happened in New Zealand, the shooting being streamed live. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, with your as your YouTube help with your views? I think it's just sharing the hell out of it, really. Because I've got like some forums that I was recently registered with. Spark Pilots, Phantom Pilots, and also Telopilot forums, separate from YouTube. And we're getting a lot of views off of there as well. Crimson Fantasy, I do, lad. Yeah, Crimson Fantasy, Jeanette's just gone to the little girl's room. She'll be back in a minute. You kind of look like Chris today, yeah. Like somebody else said earlier, she's had a sex change. How's that, Crimson? You just got up, fella? Oh, and if you're wondering what the title's about, Crimson, we had to take Callum back to the doctors. 2 weeks ago, he come up with a lump in his neck. So they had him, went to doctors then, and he had 2 lots of antibiotics, like amoxicillin and stuff like that. He's finished that course now. Took him back down today. He's had a blood test. The doctor measured his lump and all that. Like he said, he got a little bit bigger. She's thinking along the lines of that it could be his lymph nodes. So he's waiting for it to have his ultrasound on his neck, like they do when they're pregnant. They look at the through the tummy. And it's exactly the same as that, but on his neck, and that is not till the 16th of April. 1,408 views on my cinema video. Pleased. Oh, awesome. Nice one. Well, it was a good video, mate. It was very, very good. The McDonald's were awesome for letting you have a look round. Yeah, I just woke up. We're getting ready for work. Okie dokie, mate. No worries. Oh, work? What's that? I used to do that, but I don't do it anymore. And me and Mrs. P and Callum are all going to Skegness for the day, so watch out for a live stream when Skegness. It's either going to be on Jeanette's channel or my channel. We don't know yet. It all depends if there's decent signal. I'll be taking drawn out as well, so hopefully get a few pictures of Skegness Beach or videos, which should be good. Birthday, April 22nd. Please plant a tree so Mother Earth has a new lung to feed the Earth, linking into her skirt. Yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, so I don't know what Mrs. P is doing after this, whether she's going to close it down a little bit or not. That was just getting up a bit stronger now, so it doesn't look like I'm going to go out with a drone today again. 2 days of not going out. So our media videos, my other channel had on one video in a few days 500. Cool, yeah. My video, the 1080p rendering up to 4K video, that's got like 428 views. And that was just like in 3 days. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, she's fine, Cherry. She's just gone to Lavy. She was desperate for a little girl. She's alright. She'll be back in a bit. She'll be alright, Cherry. We've got 8 watching. Please don't forget to smash that like button. Please share it across your social media. Let's get some more people coming in and saying hello and joining in the chat, and hopefully getting some more supporters. Bacon! Yeah, Ruby having bacon. Have a slice of bacon quiche. You'll all, for your all. Oh, lovely. Oh, bacon. I like bacon. Brown sauce, HP brown sauce on it, though. I know this tomato sauce that Mrs. P has on. Gotta be HP. You know it. HP sauce. Love it. Media videos. Cheers, mate. Says abandoned. Kieran. Yeah, I like the bacon. We had a bacon sandwich, bacon and egg sandwich the other day. See, the wind's eased down now, so it's like a sudden gust, and then it just eases off. But it's very, very cloudy. So knowing my luck, when I take drone out, it'll start chucking it down with rain. True Forest says, hello, abandoned city, Camo, crew explorers. I love your channel. Can't wait to see more this weekend on my downtime. Oh, cool. Ruby's just done a few little images, which I don't know what they are. I don't know. Can't see. What's it say on here? There'll be a mouse off it over it. Bacon. Oh, it's bacon, is it? There you go. I've just heard Mrs. P flush the lavvy, so she'll be in a bit. Go Americans wondering what the lavvy is. It's a toilet. Or as you say, the bath. Yeah, so don't look like I'm going out because the weather's pants. Give me a chance to look at some more videos on YouTube. I watch more YouTube than telly these days. All the time I watch tellies for the football / soccer. We've got a 7 in. Absolutely awesome. Ruby has found the path to my heart. Oh, are you too tiny to be with Ruby, fat boy? Ruby's going to be fat boy's new dance partner. I see it happening. And here she comes, Mrs. P. I can hear her. Have a great day, Pixie. Gives you a big thumbs up from me by everyone, says Food Forest. Well, thank you for popping in, Food Forest. She's just here. All right, Mrs. I'm in a bit of a dizzy spell.
bit.
A bit. Oh dear. That's not
Never
good.
have passed that it on.
Oh dear. Right, she's coming now. She's asking me to shift, so that's what I'm going to do. Whoops! That's it. Oh. She's coming now. Oh. Cribs has been in and said, he's just getting ready for work.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh. It's all right, I'm back. I've been having these like dizzy spells. So sorry I missed you. What? So yeah, sorry I missed you. Food Forest. Still not right now. It's like I've been I don't know whether it's the worry or what it is. Been having like dizzy spells and still don't feel 100% like I go all clammy and ringing in my ears and filming the demolition of a 6-story building next week. So I must admit I've been sort of like getting these dizzy spells, but this is the longest that I've had one. So he says it might be a B12 levels. You may need topping up more than every 3 months. But last time I went to doctors, I mentioned it, and it was one of them cases where she just brushed it off. I don't know whether you can see all colours drained out my face, and it's like I start feeling dizzy and like room spinning and like a high pitched buzzing in my ears and same as I say. I said to I've had them before, but only every now and again. But it's like I've had about 4 today. It could be the stress. It could be all the stress and everything catching up with me. I don't know. But it's like I feel like all clammy and like I'm having like a sweat and feels like rooms, you know. But the ones I've like had a couple this morning and it was just like mild ones. But this is the longest that one's ever gone on, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I agree with you there, at Ruby. I just wanted to come back and tell everybody I'm all right. Same as I say, it's like colour drains out of me and everything. So I feel a little bit sick now as well. So what I'm going to do, I am going to shut it down. I'm going to have a lie down. And hopefully I'll see everyone on Monday. Thank you for coming in, and I do appreciate all your kind words and everything else. So I'm sorry, that Chris had to take over for me. I Centroid, I'm just about to get off, Mark. I've just had a funny turn. I'm like all clammy and feel dizzy, and as you can see, all colours drained out my face, and and now I just feel sick now. So I'm not going to sit here for the sake of it. I am going to get off and I'm going to have a lie down, and I'll see everyone Monday. So I'm going to shut it down and I'll see everyone on Monday, hopefully. So I'll see everyone later. Thanks for coming in. Bye.